the flag's fault. And that's not the original purpose for that flag. You see what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, just because somebody twisted that flag around, it's hate.
I
And it was
understand.
not.
That's
That
not
flag
what it
was
was meant
not.
for.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm
it
gonna play
is.
this video.
Yes, it is.
This
I
ain't.
have
I'm gonna
proof
sit here
on
for
it.
another
That's what I'm
15
trying to tell
minutes.
you.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
sit here for another 15 minutes listening to this.
They said
Yeah.
their point.
If I don't
Let's
play
I
go.
it.
said that a lot.
Yeah,
When
let's
I was
continue.
talking about your
listen to this.
situation with four extras,
Shut up.
and he made it clear that whatever fade you're looking for, he felt like because he doesn't agree with you saying the N word, that he felt like a fade would be necessary or
Hey,
appropriate.
Mike,
I
can
mean,
you
that's
turn that
cool.
up?
I mean, I ain't never
That's
ducking no
definitely good.
fade. You know what I'm saying? That's
Hold on,
definitely
hold on.
cool. You know what I'm
I
saying?
can't.
But I'm not going at it like, oh, I want
It's
to
4
smoke
minutes.
with you. But we can definitely just, shoot the ones. You know what I'm saying? I ain't that. This sport, bro. This is sport,
Turn
bro.
up your
You know what I'm
volume,
saying?
though, is what I'm
Ain't
gonna say.
I
stunt
can't. I
shit.
can't, bro.
So
Turn down
No.
your voice.
he said we can
Listen,
run that.
James.
So that's not you're not scared of a good squabble.
why would I be like this shit? Like I said, bro, this is sport, fam. No.
Why start with Gene though?
Why to start with you? He probably don't know any white dudes to say it.
I've never seen
Realistically,
this before.
But we say
you say yeah,
it's wrong.
but he's white,
We black and our people died for it.
right?
So when we gonna stand up for ourselves?
I feel like in Forest's perspective, that is him standing
I
up
mean,
for him.
without all the politics going into that,
You know what I'm saying?
we can shoot the ones. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like at that point, like it's cool. You already said what I needed to hear. I ain't worried about the politics of it. Like everybody has their own opinion, and I can't do nothing but respect it. And he's standing on it that hard, and we run into each other, and we just shoot the ones. Then
I don't. Hey, that catch you off guard, man.
He's not white nor ginger. He's albino.
I don't know. I'm trying to get him a. You know what's crazy? His name is Jin Lee. Y'all were talking about the General Lee a while ago.
Oh my gosh! Actually, I didn't even.
I cannot. My internet on this burner phone isn't really good, so it's just loading, so I won't be able to see it unless you screen share.
No, it's just it's 22 jumper and albino, man. They're just talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 22. Yeah, white guy. Hold on.
No, but that dude, he's not a ginger. That's definitely an albino, man.
what is you talking about? But me, I'm a nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't say no N word. I said nigga. Fuck is you talking about? And I'm around a bunch of my niggas.
All right, so what y'all feel about that? What you feel about that guy right there?
I'm gonna be honest. That's a country boy that's also a fucking albino. He is not white. That man is shit.
I know his backstory. You know, his dad owns the biggest nightclub in Texas, in Dallas. He owns the biggest nightclub in Dallas. His dad. Why don't he quit trying to be a rapper and just follow the strip club business?
He's trying to make his own preference. He's trying to make his own personality, though. No, you got to separate yourself.
Yeah, but your dad, he grew up rich. This falls into the white people category, right? I didn't grow up rich. I grew up dirt poor. Like we were eating ramen ramen on a Tuesday with cheese. We were eating ramen on a Wednesday with ketchup, and on Thursdays we were eating ramen with Slim Jims. You know, we called it a prison hot.
You had the Slim Jims. Slim Jims is crazy. The prison pockets.
Okay, well you make it a little weird.
Man, I remember
Slim Jims are more expensive than hot dogs.
Yeah.
I can buy hot dogs for way cheaper than Slim Jims. That was my point. Sorry, I wasn't trying to be weird about it.
I remember hot dogs. I ain't never liked it. I tried it one time.
This is what's crazy. Back when I was growing up, when I was younger, every certain like every week, here comes the military just dropping these big old boxes on your front porch. Every house. Yeah. all the way down and back up the street. Everybody got a box. Here it was military food.
MREs.
No, not MRE. The cheese and stuff like that, like Vavila.
Oh yeah. Yep.
They had all that stuff in them, stuff like that, and they just dropped them off. Like everybody got one. If you needed it or not, everybody.
I didn't know that. I mean, we don't have that in Arizona. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I'm born and raised in Arizona. I grew up in a single mother household, and I grew up poor as shit. I mean, we moved fucking every 7 months because we couldn't keep a 6-month lease. But
hey, yo, though,
I have never been given. We've never. I never had a EBT. I have applied for it recently, but
shit, we lived off those. Shit.
No, but that was not. So it's different. It's different wherever you are, because we just did not have it. It was not an option. You know what I mean?
Oh shit! As soon as we told them what we were going through, they handed us an EBT card. They were like, "Yeah, you need this." It won't much to even get through the month. It was enough to get through like a week.
Like, no, it's like 120. It's like one. Trust me, I have it now. But I'm doing really good now, so I'm chilling now. But I know the EBT is only like what, $150 a month, and then you get an extra $100 based on however many dependents you got. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, here's my thing. Like, we just watched the video of the Gen Lee guy. See, I would say I got a little bit of gangster, right? Whatever. Enemy deep inside. I'm a country boy through and through. There was a rough time period where we moved to a place called Wilson, North Carolina. I stayed in the ghetto. All my friends around me were black. So I used to roll with them at least for like 2 or 3 years and learned a bunch of shit, done a bunch of shit. And I was never, this Gen Lee guy, he's like 2 years younger than me from what I know. That man was not born talking like that. There's no way this white ginger was born talking like that. There's just no way.
He's not. No, so I'm just telling you right now, he is not white.
There's no way.
He's albino. He is 100% albino.
You're talking about albino. I'm thinking about an animal or something.
No, he's albino. Have you never met an albino person? Have you never met an albino black? That's what they look like.
Bro, I've always wanted the fucking albino girl with fat ass.
But his daddy is white. His dad is white.
It doesn't matter though. No, just based off of. I want you to look up an albino black person. He is black. I promise you, through and through, he is black. But he has the Y trait. He has the Y trait that gives him the albino. I promise.
Bro, that's not. Bro,
just genetic.
First of all,
genetic.
If that was to happen, bro, that's not possible.
Yeah.
The only way it's possible is if like your pigment in your skin either A got burned, shaded off, or there's no genetic. It's not possible genetically with a female and a male. It's
called an XXXY. It's called an XXXY, and you get the Y, and the Y is the albino. I promise you. I promise you. I will put money on it right now.
That is false accusation. That is false news right there.
No,
I'll put $2,000 on it right now. Truly,
I will say, bro, you missed it. You missed like the last 5 minutes. You would know what we were talking about if you were in here 5 minutes ago.
I thought only fucking Africans can make albino babies. Isn't like Africa one of the most places with albino babies? And albinos in general, yeah.
We're not talking about Africa.
Yeah, I thought in Africa,
that's what they call black people.
Only black people can't make albino babies. That's impossible.
Y'all call what y'all call black people?
No, but I don't mean like that. But like in a way, it's saying like black people.
Yeah, just like it's African American.
It's possible for only
black person is an African American
to make albino babies. Like Africa, like these cunts are going around like cutting their albino babies, bro, because they were black babies with white skin, bro, and they fought the devil, bro, and they cut hands off and shit, bro. They do all that crazy stuff.
Dude,
so even with his daddy,
it's wild.
So James, with his daddy having brown hair and blue eyes,
That's the thing. It does not matter. I promise you. When it comes to genetics, it's like a lottery.
So could I be an albino? Could I be an albino?
No, you're not. You're not. I promise you.
No.
Have you never seen? No. Have you never seen an albino person? Have you never seen that in the like? Have you never met someone like that?
I have, but this man is a
They have
red
That's
red
what
hair.
I'm saying, bro. There's only
No, they
albinos.
all have.
Only
They
albinos
all
can
have
come
red
from black
hair.
people themselves, bro. Swear to God.
So the red
You mean half
hair.
of these cunts who are albino, they'll tell you they're black, bro. Black
Even
with white
iron-rich
skin.
water would turn your hair red if you think about it.
So have you?
Yes, because
So
this is the thing, bro. You have to, like he said, like Chico's saying, it can only come from black people, bro. It had to be black,
Africans, bro.
female or male, right?
I've only known
And then
albinos as
it
being
would have to
Africans,
be
bro.
from a black
Like through
person
like seeing shit
to
on
be a white.
TV
You
and
can't go from
fucking all
white
that other
to
shit.
black.
YN.
How
I
is
look
he
at it this
white?
way.
How is he white?
Nate,
But then
I look at it this way, basically.
If a white person was to have an albino baby, would the
Will you
albino
shut the
baby
hell
come
up?
out black because they're white?
No,
I swear,
YN.
he
Who the
cuts
fuck
me
said
off one
that?
more
Who you
fucking time.
telling us to shut up,
Yeah.
motherfucker? You shut up.
You shut the fuck up. Every time I go talk, you try to cut me off every
You
time.
shut
You go
the
flying
fuck
out of
up.
here. All right,
Fuck.
see you later. I ain't gonna deal with your ass, you son of a bitch.
Fucking
Watch.
dickhead.
You fucking cocksucker.
Go fucking. Hey, you stay away.
No, but
Damn, I got tired of his fucking mouth. God.
Yeah, he spoke too much. No, I
Let's
promise you though.
see this. See this will be the very first song, and it's only less than 2 minutes long that I ever heard of this guy. It's called White Boy. I just got to see what it's about. Now, if he doesn't say the word albino, then that word's out of the question.
I promise.
Hold on. Everybody
I'll say something after.
This is the first song I ever heard of him. I'm muting up.
You ever see posts on the block or really ever been in that field? No mask on when I pop this little brother, but he gon' have to swallow that pill. Got hit with the Louis V slugger, he smacked like butter. Now he gotta spit out his grill. Cause when he step in, he catch him. My weapon, how much it cost to get that boy spilled? Hey, pop me a pill, I spin like a tire. The kid got nuts, but seem like Mariah. Nigga, it's my shit retired. Last nigga dick got put on the flyer. I had to spin and spin like a dryer. Glock in the Birkin, the baby a rider. Certified to walk, it was cut like a razor. Every Glock in this nigga come with a lid. I put the cut to his top like a tape. Don't shit where you stay, bitch, I'm robbing the neighbor. Some top from a hot bitch, rolling up flavors. The mother bought something like the Raiders. Hey, yeah, the boys over there, yeah, they know they ain't.
I'm gonna say that shit's mid. He called himself a white.
So, hold on. Let me.
He's just a fat guy.
Before you say.
It's like how you crash out in the future.
Before you say anything, I'm gonna go ahead and turn my camera around, and I want you to look at this. I promise you, he is an albino black man.
But his daddy's white with brown hair.
It does not matter. There is still genetics are different, bro. Like, do you not see? Look at this.
Well, let me explain something after you're done showing that.
Let me see. I can't see nothing. Hold on. I got you on big screen.
Hold on.
He's getting some from his mother. If his mother's black, he's getting some from his mother and father.
Yeah, no, I promise you.
I'll look it up.
I
tell you what, I'll look it up right now. I'll look it up and see if his mother is white. Watch.
No, you can
let me look
for sure. Look that up. Yeah.
So if his mother and his father's white,
it does not matter though. I promise you,
bro.
It does not matter.
Explain something.
Go ahead, YN.
No.
Go ahead. Oh my God.
I really want to explain this to you, James, because it'll probably change your perspective. So with that, you're saying two white people, right, can have an albino black baby. All right.
That's
so
that is actually possible. Yes, that is possible. It is
not
possible. It has happened.
Because if they are both, it is possible to have the gene. It's possible to have the gene, but it is not possible to have, it's possible to have the genes, okay? Because it's passed down from different genes, right? But it is not possible to have two white people to have a black child.
That's a fact.
He literally was saying
We are white people. We're going to have a white child. It's going to be a ginger. He's a ginger.
Now it is possible for a black person, 2 black people, and then the child to come out more white because of the fact that there's pigment in their skin.
His name is Jin Lee.
They're not getting enough melatonin, right? So it's possible for a black person to have a whiter, but not white. They're not called white, but a whiter. Right? Albino is a mix that albino is kind of like a short term. We want to say white. And you say albino, right? So it's not possible for white, but for black, if they're black and their pigment in their skin, or they have a condition, they may be whiter, but they're not going to be white at all. They will be whiter.
I gotta see what Nate has to say. I'm not trying. This is just heated discussion. This ain't nothing to dig on anybody. This is all for the content.
The way I look at it, does it really matter as long as we respect each other?
No, we're just having a conversation about.
It doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. The debate. We're just having this debate. It doesn't matter.
That's the way I feel. I don't. It's either way. I said that's if it's possible, not possible. Hey, like I say, nature's going to find a way.
Oh, it's just all.
Well, that's what I'm saying about debating. Most things.
Yeah, I've heard everything. I've seen I can get where Wyan's coming from because I've seen that way.
For sure.
No, we just haven't.
I have a question.
That's all it is.
I have a question. So, Vike.
I love these. I love a heated debate. Go ahead.
Vike,
Go ahead, Wyan.
So you said no. Oh, go ahead. I'll stop.
No, go ahead, bro. You got it. I'll do that.
So, I was just gonna ask, what are his parents like? Have you seen pictures of them? Are they black? Are they white? Like, who is what?
I was going to look it up. You want me to look it up?
I'm trying to look it up right now, and I can't actually find it. So
hold on.
I've done numerous. I'm searching right now. I promise you.
So I can't even look up Jin Lee like that without saying it's sensitive.
It's 2 N's. It's GINN space Lee.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're playing no song. He's mid. He's not even that good of a rapper. I don't even know why he keeps trying.
I promise you. Mid. Hey, bro, I'd put 10 grand on it to say that he's a fucking albino. I truly would. I promise you, he's albino.
You put 10 grand saying that this guy's an albino because you.
Yes, I would.
Wait, because you believe. Okay,
it's
so
not
you
just
believe
on beliefs.
that there's
no,
albinos,
it's not just
right?
on. No, hold on. It's not just on beliefs. It's based off of. It's based off of life experience. Honestly,
if you were right? If you were right, then you win 10K. But if you're not right, then you don't. Then you lose 10K, right? But why would you bet something if you don't even know their parents yet? You don't know their parents' genes. Okay, even if you were so strong on an albino, you know what I'm saying? Why would you bet 10K not knowing the background of what you're betting on?
Because I'm confident in myself. I don't even have to explain that.
All right, I'll just Google this, okay?
I've been doing my research right now. I'm looking, and I got numerous.
Okay, well, I got a question. 10K. No, I got a question.
Go ahead, Vike.
Then why did he make a song called? Well, why did he make a song called "White Boy" and not defend himself? He just said, hold on. He said, I'm a white boy that was posted up on the block. That's not like other white boys. I'll get the shit rocked or some shit like that. Then why did he not defend? Why did he make a song called "I'm an albino"? Why you got to make a song called "White Boy"?
Or why didn't he make a song called "I'm Not Racist"?
Okay,
he's a ginger.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
I mean, that's just my opinion. You can't make me disbelieve that. This is just heated
Yeah.
debate, but I'm just saying.
So
Ginger.
what he's trying to say
That's
is
it.
both of his parents are white, and he's trying to say he's a black albino. Is that what he's trying to say?
Right. But nobody knows who he is, because unless you really in the hip hop world.
No, but Vipe, this is what I'm talking to James about. If you can get where I'm at, okay? He said he's gonna put 10K, right? Let's say, okay. So I don't believe that, but I don't know. I believe that you'll put 10K, but I don't believe that it's possible for an albino. Yeah, but I'm trying to get you to see if you agree with this. Look, he believes that there's albinos. Look, he may be right, he may not. Let's just say in the circumstance he may be right, he may not, right? So now let's say
I do have that.
He put down 10,000, betting that he's an albino, not knowing if his parents are actually just straight white and he's just a white boy. You're just basically saying your knowledge because he's rapping and because he's saying the things he's saying that he's got to be an albino. So it's not possible for him to be straight white from his parents.
His dad owns a nightclub.
I'm sorry. So personally, the way that I'm putting it at, so I don't know his parents. I can't personally. So I used numerous AI systems to try and find his parents. I can't find his parents, but if one of them is black, then I could guarantee you that he is a black albino. I promise you. I have seen a lot of albino people.
And I'm gonna look this up.
What I'm saying is you don't know if one of them is black. You're just putting 10K because the way he raps, and what he says in his things. You're saying you'll put 10K that he's an albino with no background information.
I was under.
Okay.
No, hold on, Ryan. Hold on.
Okay, no.
Why? No. Let me.
No.
Can I say something?
Bro. You can say something. I got proof.
I was just under the assumption originally. I thought that I heard someone that said that his mom or his dad was black, but he still had a white fucking person in his life that was just So I was going based off the fact that I heard someone say that his father was black. So that's what I was going off of.
We specifically told you, Vipe said many times, he said, so it's possible. So you're telling me it's possible for two white people to have a black albino
that's where
white
kid. That's where you lost
it is not
because
possible.
I promise you.
That's what you were saying.
I heard. No, I was going off the fact that I swear on my mama, I heard someone say that he has a black parent. That's where I was going off of. So I thought that it was like a 50-50. I swear to God, that's why I said that.
No,
but I can't find nothing on it right now. I did. If it,
Bro, hold on. Because if he was going to call himself an albino, he would defend himself right here.
You ever sit back and wish, man, I wish I was black.
Every time. No, hold on, bro. Hold on, because I'm about to get my man 10K. Ready?
Yeah.
You ever sit back and wish? You ever sit back and wish, man, I wish I was actually black. My extra skin color.
I mean, bro, I'm me, but I wouldn't want to be nothing other than me, because I'm gonna be able to change and do things and build bridges that other people ain't gonna be able to build or don't want to build, or you know what I'm saying, I might not have the same ideas that I have because of the things that I went through or seen, or you know what I'm saying, things like that, bro. Like you said, bro, I'm not 211, but I'm smart, bro. I read things, bro, and I use them for what they are. You know what I'm saying?
He would have claimed it. Yeah, no, he would have claimed it.
Exactly.
No, but I was under the assumption that one of you guys said that he had a black parent. So that's what I was going off of. I'm sorry, I did not.
No,
James.
I mean, I can't find. No, don't get mad at me. I'm not trying to be mad at nobody.
No, you're good, bro. Fist bump. That's all right. Fist bump. Hey, bro, this is what we here for. Heated discussions, bro.
Yeah. I looked it up.
The thing is,
bro, I'll show you right now. I got 7 tabs open trying to find this motherfucker.
No, if he was albino,
he would have claimed it.
He would have claimed it in that interview. Now, where's my boy? Where's my boy? Now my boy Zoe needs 10K. Cash out.
This is what I said. You're claiming this with no background information. That is exactly what I was saying, but you didn't want to listen to me when I said that.
James, I'm gonna need half the proof.
I was under the assumption that he had a black parent. That is what I was told in the originality.
No,
that's what I heard originally.
You're saying this. That's why I want to go back to Vipe's thing. Vipe had his hands up and he said, so it's possible, right, for two white people, right, to have an albino black baby, right? And then you said, I can bet 10. Yes, it is.
Genetically, it is possible.
No, you asked. No, Vipe, you asked. You asked.
Okay.
Yes, you asked. You held your hands up. I remember him holding his hands up saying, wait. Let me get this straight. This is possible for two white people to have an albino baby, which is black, but he is white. Okay? So you knew that he was talking about two white people, right? But then the fact is two white people, right? And they have a white child. That child is white. Okay, they might have a black gene, but that doesn't make him black because he has a black gene. So it isn't possible.
It's not possible.
You good? No, unplug the phone that's charging and plug your phone in if you need one.
So you said you were under this assumption. What I'm basically summing up to is you said you were under the assumption that it was black and white. I remember Vipe, literally you said you agreed with him, saying that you agreed with him when he said this. He held hands.
Can you hold on a second? Bro, come over here. We're having a heated discussion. Now my black albino brothers here. Come here to the camera. We have a real heated discussion. We trying to do content. My boy is take off your hand for a second. No, this ain't no shit to dig on you. You telling me my brother's albinos?
No.
My brother has red hair, right? He has red hair. Now my brother might as well be albino. Y'all saw that, right?
That's why I spoke up. That red hair could be coming from high iron content, intake.
When you get done charging your phone, I want that to use your.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we could do that.
My thing isn't the fact that you said that it is like whatever about if I
appreciate that.
That's not what I'm on.
We're talking about.
I'm on the fact of you knew that he said two white people because I remember you specifically responding to him when he held his hands up, and then right after that, you said I will bet 10K that he is an albino, right? I said, hold up, you're gonna bet 10K, not knowing if both of his parents are white, and not knowing knowledge based upon his parents, and you said yes, I will bet that.
Hold on,
10K.
Wait, hold on.
But y'all saw my brother, right? Y'all saw my brother.
I googled it and it said it's not possible.
No, it is. It's a 1 in 256 chance. I literally just did the Googling also, and I've done the mathematical equations. There's a 1 in 256 chance of it happening. So don't tell me it's not possible.
Bro, listen. What I'm saying is, think about it. Two white people have a white baby, and then you're going to pronounce it black because it has a black gene. It is not albino. It is white.
No, but I'm telling you. Promise you.
Now, I believe him. I believe him that it can happen. Like
I have so many.
A lot of possible.
It is possible. Don't say it's not possible. It is possible. I'm sitting here looking at the fucking numbers. It is possible.
A white child with a gene that is black, right, in their genes when they get tested for DNA, but two white people have a white child. That child has black in them. Yes, they have maybe 8%, 9%, whatever, but they are white. That is not possible for an albino black. An albino black, a black, right, would be okay. There could be two black people that can make an albino baby because albino is a white, right? So black is a black.
It's not.
They are two different colors.
No, it is not, bro.
Hey, James, did you see my brother? Did you see my brother that was just in the camera?
I did not. I was looking at my screen. I'm doing math calculations right now.
My brother looks like a skinny
Well, me
version
and
of
Uncle
Jin
Nate
Lee.
are against this. Me and Uncle Nate are against this.
I'm against it too. I'm against it too. But I'm just saying, the only way I can see that happening is if your whole family. It depends. Like maybe
What's
two
Nick got
mixed
up there?
people, but white
Nick,
people, I can't see that. I can't
blow
see that.
your screen up, Nick.
My brother is a redhead, and he looks
to the
just
fact,
like Jin Lee,
due to the
but
fact
skinny.
that Abrium is persistive trait, meaning that both parents must carry Abrium for the child to be conditioned. Now, does it say?
So there's a two.
Okay.
So hold on.
Does it
Wait,
say
No.
that
He said
real
black
quick,
albino.
individual? It's not.
Ryan, so real
Okay.
quick, there is
They're albino,
I'm looking
but
at it.
they're not
I'm looking at
black.
it right now. Ryan, I'm looking at it right now. With two white parents, it's a 2.5% chance that you will have a black child. And then having a black child, there is a 20% chance of having a child that it's going to be albino. So you gotta take two
You
and a
gonna have a
half
white albino baby.
time.
You gonna have a white
No,
albino baby.
I'm telling you, there's a 2.5% chance of having a black baby do double whites. I am telling you right now, and I'm looking
Okay,
at the
then it's
numbers.
black. It's not albino.
You said black albino.
You're
That's what
only
you said. You did say black albino.
Yes.
I did say black albino.
Then it's
And I'm
black.
telling you
It's
right
not
now,
albino.
I am telling you the numbers. So can I go ahead and finish my fucking thing, or am I just going to be
The
interrupted?
numbers don't matter if there's a white couple that has a black child. Yes, it's possible because there could be very strong genes of black. Okay,
It's a
they could have a
2.5%.
black child.
Yep.
Yes, but it is
And then
not
on top of that,
albino. It is black. That doesn't
so
make
on
any
top
sense.
of, let me say something. Can you
You
stop
know how very
cutting me
rare
off?
all this is. Now go ahead, James.
So there's a 2.5% chance of having a black baby with two white parents. And then on top of that 2.5%, there's a 20% chance of having an albino baby. So that brings it down to 1 in 6,400. It's really not that uncommon. It happens all the fucking time. So if y'all are gonna sit here and bitch at me and talk to me and talk mad shit, I have numbers to back my shit up. I know
Well,
I might have said
before this
that.
conversation,
But
yeah, before this conversation, I could have pointed the camera at my brother and be like, "Hey, my brother's black." You probably would have believed it. My brother's redhead as fuck.
Let me see. I'm actually getting your situation now. Okay, so let me see. So two white people, right? They have a black child that is albino,
2.5.
which means two white people went from a black child that turned into an albino, so now it's not black. So it's albino
1 in
now.
6,400. No, there's still a black albino person. No, it's
Then
talking
why-
about the actual,
Bro,
the chances of
why
it
is
happening
every
either way.
interview that this man's in that black people are saying to him, "We're not cool with you using the N-word"? Why ain't he defending himself? He just says, "I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna do me."
I don't know. He was saying
I'm
nigga like he's a nigga, so there's really nothing that he didn't have to
I
defend
can do
himself.
it. Give me 2 days. I can practice down. I can practice down a real gangsta ass voice. I can probably do it now. What's up, black? Pop that shit. Fuck your mama. Where are you at? Well, that's kind of me. Hold on.
No, that's not even.
Oh my dad.
You know what's
Real
crazy?
shit.
I said nigga
Rip.
3 different times, and Ryan did not say
Oh
anything
shit.
about it.
Here we go.
Bro, I didn't say
the
anything
N-word.
because, bro,
I didn't say the N-word,
James,
bro.
I know you said it, but the thing is, I didn't say anything
I
to
don't
you
care,
because you
though.
were explaining something, and I didn't know that you were
Yeah.
trying to get at me.
I'm
Is
not.
that what you
I
were
was not
trying to
trying
do? Because if that's
No,
what you
I
were
didn't.
trying to do, why did you bring it up?
No, I was just saying it, and I was trying to see if you were going to say something about it, because I say it in my everyday conversation. I talk to multiple homeboys, and they don't even care about it.
Bro,
You know what I mean?
this is the thing. The thing is, if you were saying it in conversations right now in general, yes, I would say something about it because you were explaining something and you said it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I thought you were just explaining something. I didn't know you were actually saying something, and you brought it up, which means you were actually saying something and you weren't explaining something. So that is why I
No,
didn't
I was
say
just trying
anything.
to.
But now it kind of feels
Yeah.
like you coming at me like crazy, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Like
I
ain't even
ain't
trying to
trying to
turn
do
up
all
on you,
that.
bro.
I ain't trying to do
Who's
all
not to
that.
say? Who's not to say this is a white boy that just wants to be part of the black culture? Why can't we kind of accept that?
I'm a white boy that's a part of the black culture, so say it as you will.
Yeah, but so is Vipe, right? Vipe has that background, but he still doesn't say it because he understands. You have to
I
understand
do.
that just because you are a different color and you hang out with a different color doesn't make you to where they want you to say it or you're going to be allowed to say it. So Vipe respects that.
Now in high school, I
So
ain't gonna lie. I used to say it a little bit in high school.
Well, in
I'll
high
be
school,
honest.
there's literally every dude saying it. It's literally it's there. I
So
I was in
I
high school
only
for
say
10th
it.
grade and nothing.
I only say it as like I mean, this is a part of my everyday conversation whenever I'm with boys. You know what I mean? I don't say it.
What
I
what is
kind of
Nick
did
looking up?
say it.
You said it a while ago.
No, I said it. No, I said that trying to get the attention, trying to get a reaction off of it. But
So why did you try to
I
get a
say,
reaction out of it?
because I was
You
trying
know
to
how
see
many
what you
white
thought of it.
well, you know
You're
how
trying
many
to see
white
what?
people honestly.
I was trying
This
to
is
see
gonna
what you
calm
thought
it
about me saying it, and I was trying to
Oh
judge the
shit.
situation. You know
Well,
what I mean?
if you would have
Okay.
said it without trying you backed it up with explaining something.
No, that
So if you would have said it in a different manner, I would have said something. But I listened to you say it and I understood that you were explaining something on the white version side, you know? I understand that.
hate the fact
Now,
you
if
said the
Vipe was
white person.
explaining something, then I wouldn't care. You know what I'm saying? But Vipe has respect not to just say it just to say it to get a reaction.
Also, yeah, I don't like
That's
black
fair.
people calling me a
No, that's a
cracker.
good.
I mean, I'm just gonna be. I don't like black people calling me a cracker. Ask Nate, it
Yeah,
blows a fucking
I
point
wouldn't
with
do
me. I
that
don't
either,
like that
bro.
shit.
I wouldn't do that
Because
because
No.
that's some shit that you know what I'm saying. It's just like the N word. Like I wouldn't do that shit because like, bro, I feel you how you saying it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
you
I'm
know it's a
mixed, bro.
hate.
I ain't even straight black, but like you feel me? Like I've been with my dogs, bro. So like it's just like and
Sorry,
I got
excuse me.
most black genes, so it's like I just like that's just how it is, bro.
It's all based on. I mean, truly, whatever you say, it's always going to be based on the situation and the principle on it. You know what I mean? If you're sitting there saying it, trying to be
Oh,
rude,
Well,
I got people that's cool with it, and people that's not cool with it.
that's my thing.
Some people
This
don't
is
like
my thing.
it.
This is why I'm trying to ask you. You specifically said you tried to get a reaction out of me. That is the principle, right? That's the
I might
principle of
have
what I'm
said that.
saying. So why
I might have said that
did
wrong.
you
I'll
try
be
to get a
honest.
reaction from me?
I might have
What
said
were you
that
trying
wrong.
to get at?
I'm sorry. No, so I was just trying to. I was trying to see what you were gonna say. I don't know. Fuck.
As in what?
No, I was just trying to see what you were gonna say based off the conversation that we were having prior to this. You know, there's a little animosity going on. So
I'm sorry to think
Well,
you got a little
I felt as if
albino in you.
because we
You probably got a little
because we've
albino
talked
in you.
I felt as if
I'll,
because we talked about these situations, right? And I felt like
mhm.
you explained your side, I explained my side. I felt as if, you know what I'm saying, I respected that and I was like, okay, he's explaining something because we've already
Yeah. No, I'm.
talked about
By the way,
these situations
I
with
won't do. I
respect.
won't do that again. By the way, I definitely should not have said what I said, but it happens. It is what it is.
I mean, it's just heated discussion. I
And
mean,
see,
this is
Yeah.
I
heated debate.
appreciate
Like,
that, bro. I
Exactly.
appreciate you actually being able to apologize. Real shit. Okay? I appreciate that. I respect that because there was that one dude in here that you told me about. Remember when I came in and I was talking to him, right? I said, yo,
Oh, when I
bro, just
messaged you. Yeah.
apologize. How hard is it to just apologize, bro? If you apologize, you know what I'm saying? It'd be good. But it's the fact that you are literally right now saying you're drunk and you're high. So it's an excuse for you saying that when you know that you're trying to explain your way around it when you could have just said sorry.
can I be
Mhm.
just be real? I'm drunk and high right now. But hey,
Exactly.
don't let this shit get under your skin. All right, cheers. Yeah, don't let it get under your skin. It's just heated debates. I mean, look, me and YN's one day, maybe tomorrow. I ain't gonna be up here alone. Maybe me and
Bro,
YN probably gonna get into a heated debate tomorrow, bro. But I ain't gonna let that shit
bro,
get under my skin.
I'm all about having debates. I'm all about having debates. I just say some stuff, and I don't want to destroy relationships. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, you just gotta watch that mouth. Just a
I'm
little
not very
bit,
good
James.
at doing
Come
that.
on now.
Yeah,
The thing
sometimes
is,
I do.
bro, look,
I know.
Like, I listen, bro. Like real shit, bro. Like I try to talk to you, and I honestly, I don't have a higher education. You know what I'm saying? I tried to learn, and I tried to teach myself because of the fact that like I, bro, I used to speak like straight hood. I used to do shit. I was just straight hood, but
Yeah,
I'm trying to change myself, and I'm trying to make myself look better in general, and die with
professionalism.
the reputation, because that is the only thing
Hmm.
I'm going to die with, like I say, is a reputation. So I'm trying to get my reputation better. You know what I'm saying? So as in, I appreciate you apologizing, because the thing is right now I have I have something that's like, in my mind, that I understand the apology, but before I would have just, what I'm saying, like just straight, just
Yeah.
not even try to talk it out with you feel me? But
Honestly,
right now I'm in a
I get
mindset
you.
where like I'm trying to do better for myself, and I understand you said sorry, so I appreciate your apology for real.
Yeah, and
Appreciate
this is why some of them say that we racist, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not
it.
digging on you, but also, yeah, I know a couple people too that would never look at you like, if I would have say the N word any type of way, disarm, and if they're
Right.
close to me, they probably would have jumped.
Yeah,
That's
That's the
just
my
thing.
real.
I ain't
dog,
never. That's
I
the
am the
thing.
only
So
person in my dogs. They will not tolerate, bro. If my dog was sitting right here next to me, bro, my dog would have been like, bro,
Yeah,
man, you need to delete that out, bro. What the fuck you doing on that fuck ass out, bro?
yeah.
Like,
They
you
gonna
feel me?
he gonna call
so
us all racist. Real
Izzo,
shit.
I got
They
a
gonna
question
call.
for
Yeah,
you.
they real
So
shit, bro.
I
I could
literally
tell him, yo,
Izzo.
I've been fucking with Vite for a long time, but he gonna say, yo, bro, like, nah, cause Cuz hanging out with that dude, bro, and Cuz hanging
Yep.
out with him, and you know what I'm
And
saying, bro, like,
they white
and
people. They
shit
always
like that,
forget.
bro.
I mean, honestly, that's
Co-
where the narrative keeps
Izzo,
going on.
all right, Izzo, I got a question for you. So what about the white people? I'm sorry, I don't want to get in trouble right now. I don't got time to fucking
Hey, you already
yeah,
a steam
whatever.
ass water.
I don't give a shit. No, but
Listen, if you just
no,
listen,
just
this is all I'm gonna tell you, bro. Just say it in the
hold on.
right
I had a question. I had a
context.
question.
Just say it in the right context, and you can say whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Just don't bring it out
Nigga.
of a different context. And you don't have to
So
say the N word, or you don't have to say nigga. You could just say N word. You know what I'm saying? You
so
don't have to say it.
so I'll be honest. I use it truly in my day-to-day conversation whenever I'm talking with the boys. Do you
Now,
have an
who is
issue
your
with
boys?
that?
Now, who is your
These are
boys?
your friends. They're not
These
like
no,
me
these are
or
actual. These are people that I actually know. They're from Chicago. They're a couple boys from fucking
My
Tennessee.
best,
Like,
my best
these
or
are
friend is
people
any
black.
I work with. These are
any
people
any
I
My,
hood
work
my,
with.
rat, right? Any hood rat
my
or any person who has had that experience of getting racially profiled, like I did today, actually, by my own boss, then you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna do it. You feel me? Today I got racially
Yeah, they're
profiled
not
by
going
my
with it.
boss. I figured out because I've asked multiple times. I said, "Yo, do you mind if I get an Alfredo or chicken Alfredo?" Because you know what I'm saying? I see a lot of people eating it. You know what I'm saying? He said, "No, you have to pay for it." I said, "Okay, all right. Well, I'll just take a pizza because that shit's free." You feel me? I asked
Hmm.
this
yeah.
one dude named Kobe. He's white. I said, "Yo, hey, do you mind?" I said, "Yo, so that shit looks good, bro. How much is it?" He was like, "I ain't even pay for it." I said, "You didn't pay for it?" He said, "No." I said, "Bro, so how did you get it?" I was told that we can't have it unless, you know what I'm saying? I'm the only mixed person. There is no other black person. My dog has left. He was there for 3 years, never got promoted, never got a raise, right?
That's crazy.
So I am the only mixed
It,
person, and for some reason, every other person has walked around with, in general, that, right? I have been looked at different too, and it's not even like I'm black. I'm not even too black. I'm mixed, you feel me? And I've still felt it. So there's my dogs have it implanted in a brain that everybody out to get them, right? See, there's a thing. There's a white dude over here, right? His name, well, I can't really say his name, but He real,
Yeah,
bro.
you good.
He came up to me and he was like, bro, I got a jack, bro. And I'm getting some wood from my dog. You know, feel me? I can go and jack your RV up. You feel me? It kind of looked unstable. I said, man, I really appreciate that. You feel me? My dogs pulled up on me. They say, yo, bro, what the fuck bro doing on your camper, bro? I said, yo, he good, bro. He helped me. He was like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I respect that, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got you for real, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you hooking a nigga up and you ain't have to do that shit. He did it for free. He took his time out his day, his
crazy?
segments of his time out the day. He did it for free. But that doesn't mean he can say the N-word to them, you know what I'm saying? Hood rats. All hood rats are people who have been racially profiled are going to feel a different
hold on. I understand exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, well, my bad. I don't know if y'all know.
So that's the culture that I grew up in, though, because I was not raised by my parents. I was raised by my black grandmama and my best friend. His name is also James.
So you another Jen Lee? You basically Jen Lee.
Well, no.
Kinda.
Okay.
I mean, I can't rap.
You are raised in black scenario, and you are raised with black, but only say it around those people you were raised with, because they were raised with you.
You were albino, James.
So I was raised by my grandma. She's a black lady. Also her husband, he was prior Navy. He was actually the man that ended up making me go into the military. But
James is an albino.
I was raised by straight black people. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know my dad.
I wasn't raised by black.
My mom gave me up when she was real young, and I have a great family that adopted me and they took me in. You know what I mean? So that's why I kind of feel like
I have a perfect answer.
I want 2 minutes on the floor.
Yeah.
All right. So my best friend Terry, he's black. Y'all heard about him. He's a boxer. We both got into boxing together. I can say the N-word around him, and I have. You know, he don't mind. I'm the one that got him into some gang shit back when we were in Wilson, and I put him through a lot of shit, done a lot of bullshit. We still friends to this day. In his profile picture, he's holding my baby. This man was at the hospital when my baby was born. This is my home dog. This is my best friend. His name is T. He ain't nobody to be fucking with. Like, you talking about somebody that can squabble, he can squabble. We about tit for tat, though. I was never raised by black people. I never was. If anything, my dad would get mad on the road, and if he see a black man in the car that made him mad, he call him the hard ER. You know, but I take them moments. You know, we live in different times now. You just, you know, I can't, you know, you learn. Like, I don't do things that my dad did. Like, at the end of the day, why have you seen a video of me boxing my guy? He was Maurice. Remember the guy with the dreads in the video when I was in middle school? Yeah. I showed the video like about a month ago. My guy Maurice, my dad hated that mother. He was like, "Why are you hanging out with that N-word?" Now he would say hard ER. I'd be like, "That's my friend."
I have a perfect answer for you, James. Considering the fact that you were adopted and you have been raised by black people, okay? So the perfect answer, I would say, you asked me how I felt about it. Okay? Now, with that, you were the people you were raised around that were black, right? You can say that with them because they have been raised with you and they have accepted you into that circle, okay? But I would say it is not okay for you to go around saying because those other people haven't accepted you and they don't really know you.
Absolutely,
you know
No, now, I mean, why you think going around saying nigga? But
why do you think Jen Lee's got on them problems? Why do you think Jen Lee's got on them?
I'll say you didn't have to say the N-word, but I understand what you're saying. I just prefer you not to, but like I understand what you're saying. If you didn't just...
No, but I mean, yeah.
But
yeah, that's crazy.
my answer to again. So with the thing is, right? Also, Vibe said he also wasn't raised around black people. He has a black friend that he can say the N-word with because that inner circle, right? But Vibe also feels that he's not going to say it out in the open because he doesn't know the other people around because that is not the inner circle that also accepted him. Because you're accepting the inner circle doesn't make you a broadcast to be able to say it.
YN,
You know what?
respectfully,
No,
that was back in some middle and some high school shit. Hold on.
But
no, hold on. That was in some middle and some high school shit. I don't even say the N word around them no more. Now you talking about middle school, high school. I mean, I don't even say the N word no more in general, unless I'm singing a song. I ain't gonna lie. If I'm singing songs, like a YBN song, I'm singing it.
Hold on.
Like,
hold on.
All these choppers come automatic, red flag, and know the business, top possessions, and a green flag activity. Other than that,
no, but
I didn't even say that.
So I be saying it, and I don't even realize that I say it. I don't realize I say it sometimes. You know what I mean?
So just because you were raised in that
that's
black
gonna be a
circle,
problem one day.
I mean,
that's going to be a problem for you one day.
One day, that's going to be a
real problem.
Well,
it's never been an issue for me.
Let me say this.
I can do it. No. People
let me
know.
say this.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
If you don't notice you saying the
Yes, it is.
it's going to be a real problem one day for you.
I promise you, you can come down to Florida, and because you don't have that inner circle, I promise you say that once. I'm sorry, I'm not disrespecting you, but bro, they literally will jump you, bro. There's dope boys with rental cars everywhere, bro. There is dope boys everywhere. Everybody's a dope boy.
I know about the dope boys. I know about that.
I'm gonna come to Jacksonville here soon, but I'm gonna go link up with you. I'm gonna check in.
So I mean,
yeah, I told
you
I
I
was
just
gonna
be
go
saying
to
it.
Tampa.
I mean, I might say it sometimes. I definitely earlier I said it, and I was trying to be belligerent, if you want to know. But
don't get comfortable saying that word if you're a white boy. That's all I'm saying.
No,
don't be a white boy
just,
and get
it's a part. No, hold on. Let someone else talk. It's a part of my vernacular.
Yeah, I've been letting you talk. But go ahead.
I might say it sometimes, and I mean, I don't know. Fuck, I don't know.
Here, this is the thing. I will explain this a little bit linguistically as someone who's like an outsider to the culture, only because of the fact that
James,
no,
Sabrina, hold on. You said you don't even notice you saying it. Like, you better thread carefully. If you don't notice you saying the N-word, you better thread carefully. You're going to get a DP.
Listen, James, you're saying it's in your vocabulary. I understand because you were raised around black people. But the thing is, I'm telling you right now that it's not okay to do it out of your circle. If you were raised with that family, you can say it with them because, bro, you were raised with them, bro. That's literally, you may not be that skin color, but they've accepted that. Now, outside, right, because it is in your vocabulary, you do have to watch it. I understand that you raised them, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Because you were built in and you've always heard that, right? But outside, it isn't right in general. And I understand because I just want to tell you, like, you don't want to watch yourself because you feel like, you know what I'm saying, you are in the black community, which technically you are. But at the same time, you can't say it because of the fact of, you know what I'm saying, your skin color. I'm not saying that in any way. Just because your skin color, people will not accept that. And they won't accept, okay, bro, I've been raised around black people. They won't accept it, bro. And I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know what else to say.
It's because
I get it.
This is when
I
linguistics
understand what you're saying.
intersects
I understand what you're saying, for sure.
This is when linguistics
Where's Jessica?
This is
Sabrina, go ahead. He's talking to somebody else.
This is when linguistics intersects with sociology. So something that you are taught in one of the basic linguistic levels is that there are different registers. There are different registers and also code switches in which you speak. For African American people, their most common dialect is called the AAVE, the African American Vernacular, which is what you guys are referring to when you're talking about speaking in, the N word with the A rather than the R. That's a characteristic of A.
I would never say the ER though. I know that I can't say ER.
Exactly, and that's why I'm saying,
sure.
That's one of the characteristics of AAVE, which because it's a spoken vernacular, it can be acquired by any person. Like language itself is sociological, so it has nothing to do with biological race. It doesn't matter if you're like biologically white or black or not. if you are sociologically exposed to that type of vernacular, you will acquire it. You will become a speaker of the dialect. And so that's why we understand where there are white people or people not of color that will come to associate themselves with that type of dialect because that's the one they grew up around. That's what humans do. They acquire language through through society, not through biology. And so that being the case, because humans do that, you have to develop a certain understanding that one group of people may not accept your register in another setting, which is what I think number 2 was talking about. YN, he was talking about the different registers in which you speak. So if you're going to be within your own community, there's a certain register you speak in, which can be something like saying the N-word with an A, that kind of thing. Whereas if you go amongst a different type of white society, you're going to be assumed to speak a different register, which is like a very clean form of like what we consider a clean form of English, which is not speaking like that.
I know Sabrina just hopped in here, so she don't know. I got a full black aunt, best cook in the world, top all of them. And if I went to her house, and listen,